Hey YouTube, Brandon from RC Flyer here. Today I'm going to be comparing two low-wing UMX planes. We have the UMX Air Tractor and the brand new UMX Cirrus. The two major differences between these planes is one is a tail dragger, which is the Air Tractor, and the Cirrus has a tricycle landing gear. The other major difference, they both all have lights. Difference that both these planes have is the Air Tractor has takeoff and landing flaps, whereas the Cirrus does not. Both planes take the same exact battery, so they're interchangeable. So you don't need to buy too many batteries, and you can just fly these planes anytime you want. So let's take these up and see which ones are good. All right, so let's go and take these up, and I'll give my opinions on which one I like better and why, and after we fly. All right guys, first plane we're going to take up is the Cirrus, and let's take her up and see how she flies. I'm going to fly both these planes in high rates, so nothing is different. Both these planes have safe mode and SR. And both these planes do have safe mode. So let's take this one up.
Timer start.
You can see the lights. All right. First, we're just going to do a nice low pass. Check it out. It's a very quiet plane. This is a full pass. We'll do a loop. And roll rates are great on this.
10.61 volts.
Roll rates are great. Those lights are amazing for a UMX to have lights. It's just, E-Flite's been doing a great job with how detailed the paint is and whatnot. So again, we'll take a nice slow pass, high above. I do like this blue and silver paint scheme. It is great. Another nice low pass. This is like 30%, and you can still fly. We'll do another loop. And then we're going to snap it. It does snap a little bit. Yeah. Nice flight. And again, what's nice about these UMX planes, they're park flyers. You don't need remote ID. I'm at my local club, so we have a FRIA, so I don't need to have any remote ID on any of my planes if I fly here. But if you're at a park, you could fly this all day long. It's under 250 grams, and you wouldn't have any problems. It's nice and quiet, so you don't bother anybody. All right.
ESC 10.75 volts.
Full pass.
Time remaining 3 minutes.
And a snap.
ESC 10.39 volts.
And then we'll bring it back around. All right, guys, we're going to take her in for a landing. Hopefully I can get a good landing for you guys. So we're going to come around here just like this. Zero throttle. And just like that, good landing. It does taxi very good too, since it's a tricycle. Look at it. Taxiing is not a problem with this plane. All right, now we're gonna take up the Air Tractor and see how well that. All right guys, now we're gonna take up the Air Tractor, the UMX Air Tractor. Look at those lights, beautiful lights. Again, the big difference here, this thing also has safe, is it has takeoff and landing flaps. So we'll put them in takeoff flaps. We'll get her up in the air and see how this flies.
Throttle cut off.
All right, let's take her up. We're up.
Flaps up.
Took the flaps up. And we're just gonna do another slow pass. So you can see this plane and its beauty. Again, another great paint job. This yellow and blue is awesome. All right, so that's like 30%.
Landing flaps.
I'm gonna put the landing flaps out and show you how low and slow you can go. It does have an up tendency because of the mix I have, but nice and low.
Take flaps up.
Take the flaps up. Do a nice loop. This plane's a lot faster than the Cirrus. Again, it's a park flyer. Don't need remote ID. They're both low wing. Show you the roll rate right here. Uh-oh, I lost. There we go. If you ever do something like that, you can just throw it in safe and see it goes right back. This is the highest bank you can do. So if you lose orientation like I just did, and the camera probably didn't pick that up because it was so high. Gotta do some down trim. It was just kept going up. But there you go. Nice loop. Into a roll. Nice slow roll. We'll get her back around nice and low. And there it is. Try to do a touch and go. Nope, it was gonna hit the grass. All right. All right, let's see if she can get some snap to her. Snap. This plane does not snap, as you can see. Did not snap at all. All right, take her in for a landing, and then we'll discuss each plane. Actually, this is gonna be a touch and go. No, it won't, no, it won't, no, it won't. But, forgot this plane had landing flaps, so we'll use the landing flaps. Gotta do some more trim on this plane.
Landing flaps.
Got the landing flaps out. Slows her right down. A couple bounces. Let's talk about the taxiing of this plane. Does not taxi half as good as the
Throttle cut on.
trike on the Cirrus because of it's going off of this small wheel in the rear, whereas the other one's going in the front. All right, my final thoughts. Both these planes are great. I tend, if I was only to fly one, it would be the Cirrus. Easier to fly, easier to taxi. In my opinion, flies just a little bit better than the Air Tractor. Not by much, but being that it's a tail dragger, it's a little harder to land, especially with these small planes, it's harder. And I just think it's a little bit more fun, a better roll rate with the Cirrus. But in the comments section, guys, tell me which one you prefer if you have both of these planes. Again, thanks for watching, and until the next one, have a good day.